Actually, okay, that'll be on the previous thing will be on the VOD, but not on the recording. So we'll just do the recording. Anyway, Trunga says, I've seen your name somewhere, so I thought I'd come check out the stream. Thank you. I'm glad you came out. Yeah, I'm in a lot of streams, hanging out, lurking, sometimes chatting, and I probably couldn't even tell you all the names of the places I hang out and where I've been hanging out over the last going on 7 years. Oh, I know that didn't get him. Got him that time. Did he drop his? He did. I don't need any more of these. I have a full double chest of them. And then some. Yeah. Let's see. What about granite? It's an idea. Is granite red enough? I know I get brick. Is this the world? I get bricks from. Where am I? Where am I even facing? Out there. My place. Oh, there. Yeah. Nobody said I didn't get lost even in my own world. Let me go get some granite. I don't know how much of that I actually have though either. I built a brick library. Granite. Do I have granite? I don't think I have a lot. I've got a few stacks. I'm not sure it's red enough for what I want it to show, but it might work as... Did Nope drop all those grass blocks? Is that why they were over there? Oh, Mike the Maniac, rating in with 13. Thank you, Mike. Good to see you here. Let's see. Wookie, hi. Mickey, hello. The Wild Maniacs. What were you up to, Mike? I was there for a while. Lurking. I think I even chatted for a little bit. I can't remember. It's one of those mornings. I overslept this morning by like 3 hours. I didn't get up till after 9 o'clock this morning, and I never do that. Ajax says, if you need nether wart for red nether bricks, I can bring some over. That's my problem, Ajax. I don't know what it is I want, and that's why I was kind of getting a little bit of feedback from chat as to the different samples that I put. Red nether brick is an evil block. No, it isn't. We did that on season 1 in the nether. We did a lot of red nether brick. I remember it quite well. Hence why it is evil. No, the evil part was filling in the lava lake. And I think you probably did the majority of it. See, Mike was building a thatched... That's right, yes. I do now remember seeing that kind of thing. And Nordic, that's the best kind. I'm so glad we had some kelp from the funny man during that. I'm lost on that one. Nope, I'm sorry. Just remember, this is on a live stream, so I don't know what you're referring to. Gosh, and it's family friendly. I think I'll eat. Oh, Cuban himself is the funny man. Okay. See, it's been too long since he streamed. I forget what everybody called him even. And I'm his mod when he streams and his admin in the Discords. Go figure. What was I looking for? Okay, I got some granite. I'm going to take some granite over. Yeah, I had the red. I got the... do I have nether wart? See, relearning where I had everything here. Okay, if I'm not seeing it, why am I not seeing my nether oh, crimson and warped. I do have some nether wart. Am I growing it somewhere? Is that bad? I don't even know what I have at my own base. Oh my gosh. Anyway, there's no room for tridents in there. I guess I'll just put it in my holding bin. That too, that, and that. I'll even put the grass in there. And those. I'll keep these on me. Oh goodness gracious, it's getting dark. I haven't slept in days. I don't want the phantoms to come at me. The corruption deleted most of my maxed out tridents within the farm. Well, you know where you can get some if you need them. I have plenty. Not knowing where things are is not bad. It's entertaining. Gosh, I have played on here, what, twice, 3 times? Maybe 3 times since the server came back up, because it was down for, gosh, 3 months, 4, 5 months, a very long time. Let's see. And nope, there are 3. Well, they're full health. They're not enchanted. I'll put it that way. They have no enchants, but they are full health if you need them. Gosh, such brain fog at the moment. I'm sorry, folks. Don't take it for granted. Then there's bricks. Didn't I use... Yeah, see, there's... I think the... Other than the bricks have the lines. But from a distance, they could, maybe, as well. They do blend in with the terracotta. For anyone who hasn't seen inside my library, this is my library cafe, I guess you could say. And all the paintings, if you have paintings in your builds, check, because they have a tendency to just fall off the walls. I came in when the world came back up and they were scattered all over on the floor. And my kitty, her name's Librarian. Gosh. Well, this was my original basalt maker before I did the volcano. Yeah. It gets going pretty fast. Anyway, I'm not here for that today. Nope is still investigating my base. I don't know if he's actually ever been over here very often. Have you, Nope? I still have the large image of him with the text, "My fault," on his forehead. Don't remember where that came from. I don't remember if have I seen that? I'm kind of back and forth in chat here, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. Ajax, were you here when I was over at the lighthouse to see the colors? I'm so bad at this. I'll go back to the lighthouse. I could have flown, I know. I have too many bees. I get sidetracked really easily. I kind of do like the red nether brick. It isn't that it shows up super bright, but I also like the concrete that is super bright and the concrete powder. I like all of them. That was my first little, this is my first little hut when I first started 2 years ago here on this world. Well, it's almost 2 years ago. January 1st was when we started in this world. But we'll show these things again. I think that the red stone is just too bright. But it looks nice. I kind of like the glazed terracotta red as well. It gives a little bit of a different look to it. And this was the actual terracotta. So between it and it's a little brighter. Yeah. Gotta think about this. Hello, Aaron Glows. Welcome to the chat. How are you today? Wookie, that's what you like, is the red terracotta? This one? Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking slightly duller is a bit... This is why B doesn't get anything done. She overthinks. Oh, I also started, since the last stream that I did on here, what am I trying to say? I did go up and put a little bit of the, well, I made scaffolding is what I did. We'll go up and we'll look at things from the top. No, I don't have a warden in here. I just have a prank a la Ajax. This is how it looks on the inside so far. And we only have till probably the end of the year to finish our builds. We're going to be starting over. I'm going to say around January. Cuban is getting started on getting the current players' thoughts on what to do for the next season, which will be season 4 of Sakura's Mystery. So we're going to be looking for seeds. We're trying to decide what, if we want to keep it 100% vanilla, have a few add-ons, a few mods. We've had a few things on this current season. Mickey's going in for the lurk. Okay, Mickey, have a good afternoon, evening. It's a little darker than the red terracotta. Oh, stripped oh, ooh. I didn't even think about stripped mangrove. And I own the wood shop. And I have backups. I have plenty of mangrove. I think pure vanilla would be the move. So in pure vanilla, then no deeds, no... Oh gosh, what were some of the other things? Where'd my list go? But then I don't know. Some the tweaks are nice. Yes. Okay. So that makes that. I don't know. What are some of the things that that you maybe don't like currently on this world, on the current world? I started putting the platform out here. It goes out a couple more, and then it'll have a railing around the top. And then up on top, there's still another layer that needs to be placed on that I more meant vanilla plus not pure vanilla. Okay. I have many, many gripes about so much in this world. Well, this world... yeah. Don't want to get too deep into the gripe side of things, but if there's something specific, like I know we have the ability to condense blocks and even make some blocks backwards, like string to spider webs and what is it, wool back to string or something. And yes, I know, nope, there was a lot of corruption on this world for reasons. But there's still a lot that's... What the heck? Oh, I guess I can't fly off of there. I'm not going to die again like the last time. Okay, I'm going to go find some of that... okay. So I don't always make the landing. Okay, mangrove. Mangrove should be here. See, I got tons of mangrove leaves. I also have the relief station. That's a leaf store. There's my yarn beast. Hi, sweetie. Corruption, you say? Sounds like a good story. You know, I think there are some worlds out there that some of the streamers, they have corruption in more ways than one. Ajax says, well, let me back up first. Let's see. Nope says, I'm honestly shocked. Yeah, okay, I read that. Then the crafting tweaks like those are nice, and honestly, I don't have much of a care for condensing. Yeah, I haven't really used it that much myself, but I think it's pretty neat. Yeah, it reminds me of when I was playing Skybound, because that was one of the things that we could do in that sky map was condense things. And the bedrock crafting through the super block condensing is quite cool for wither-based farms. Well, okay, nope, you lost me on that one. You know me and farms, they don't happen. At least not big farms like that. I don't do redstone, except by tutorial. Ajax condense block was nice for me. Don't think I lagged the server out as much this time. Yeah, I've personally have not noticed lag, but then I'm not one who would notice a lot of lag anyway. Wookie, stop being corrupted and be better. Nope, yeah, I ended up getting my hands on some bedrock, but never ended up caging any withers. Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, you kind of like to do some of that different kind of stuff anyway. You're into kind of that with the... What was it? Always trying to get bedrock? No, there's one of you two can ban. Yarn beast or nope, go for it. Thank you. I love it. There's our moon. We got the square moon. We're not in the group that has that other funny corrupted moon. And it looks like it must be a full moon out tonight. Yeah. Oh, what was I doing? Yeah. Here I am, always... Oh, I didn't take any of the mangrove out of that. Silly me. Okay. So let's... Well, I guess I could place them and then strip them, huh? What am I doing? Let's go place a few. Nope, let's sleep first. I need the daylight. An overworld shulker farm is a big achievement. Yes. The other server that I played on for a while, the guy that owned it, well, it was actually a realm to start. The forked copy became a server. But the guy that owned it, he'd only been playing Minecraft maybe 6 months at the time. And he and another guy who came in, they went out and he was streaming for a while. He doesn't stream very often now. Oh, I see. Nope. Got it. I just looked at Discord. Discord, yeah. But he did the one, or they did the one, Nick and Schmitty did the one that Silent Whisperer, I guess, did, but they made it huge. It was like 12 units or something. We had shulkers for days. And that realm is actually still active. I still play on it once in a while. Though since the forked copy that I had done so much more work on is no longer available. And if you don't know what I mean by forked, my son had explained this to me, so I'm not using some fancy term that I myself knew a lot about, but it's when you have a world and you take a copy and then that copy becomes its own separate world. So they refer to that, I guess, as... So you made the version that Prowl designed back when the feature just came out. Okay. Well, Schmitty was one of Prowl's mods originally, so he may also have gotten some additional info to make it from there, but they clearly said it was not Slack's, Silent's design that they elaborated on, you might say. But they did it in the overworld. And it was quite a riot watching Nick get the shulkers back to the overworld. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any of his VODs available either on his Twitch, and he doesn't put them on his YouTube, so we can't go back and look at them. Yarnbee says, I didn't even know that was possible. Yeah. And Nope says, okay, I read that part. Trunga says, forked is a software term, so your son is well versed in IT. Yeah, he's in college studying IT stuff, computer science. So yeah. And for those that haven't been here before, Yarn Beast is my daughter, the mother of my grandchildren. And I love it when she's able to hang out and watch and be here. She can't always be here. And you guys still need to give me a name for the second pink sheep. Come on, where's your name? This is what the first one is named. It's Pinkletoes. Isn't that cute? I also have an idea where we're going to, hopefully, all of us that are still playing on here, hello, those of us who are still playing on here, we have a seasonal district, and we've never used it for anything. I suggested we finally do something before we end the world. So I've been trying to come up with ideas, and from watching some other streamers, one of them who specifically is, I believe, currently streaming as I speak as well, and who I enjoy hanging out in his streams, has done a lot of pixel art with his community. And so I want to kind of do for a couple different things. One is a pixel art representation of something, and then the other, of course, would be a regular three-dimensional type build. But that would be over that way. Oh, again, sidetracked. This is a normal thing, guys. All the best to him. Yeah, he's got, what did he say, 1.5 years left, I think? Or is it 2.5? Year and a half, I think. Oh, wait, somebody's helping me out here a whole lot. Nope, do this, or Ajax come over, or they both come over. Who's here? Jackster's here. Ah, gosh, that's why I appreciate you guys. Oh, and I hadn't tried the wool yet either. Okay, here, let's put these up here, and we'll strip these. See, I never think to do... B, come on. Oh, I hadn't done that before. Silly me. Hey, Eric, welcome in. How's your day been? turtles. I get a ton of turtles over here. I get a lot of baby turtles too. I don't know. You know, it looks nice, but from a distance, it's not real bright red, is it? It's pretty dull. I don't know. Personally, and I know the standby is always wool, because it does show good. I am kind of leaning towards the red nether brick, or one of the concretes, or maybe a mixture of the concretes, or terracotta. I mean, there's nothing that says it can't all be mixed in. It doesn't have to be an exact straight line, or straight design, right? Because on that, where I currently have the red nether brick, I want to do something along the lines of that as well. So the red diagonals will be here and on that third tier above. And I'll have to see how the upper part comes out. I should have stuck with a very small lighthouse. like Polly had. Polly has a smaller one. Eric says it's been an all right day. Good, good. Ajax, right now I like the wool and the dripstone. Really? Dripstone seems kind of, I mean, it has a pattern to it, but it seems kind of, to me it kind of blends in too much, and I think the granite kind of does that too. I want something that shows, and maybe, let's see. Me and flying, what is it? So if we look from, you know, if we're out here and we're in distance, what's going to show up the best? See, if I'm looking at those down there, the brighter ones are the ones that show up. Well, I guess I don't have much on that side. Maybe what we need is another tour. Who can we tour today? Nope's the only other one here that I'm aware of that would be able to give me a tour that we haven't already toured. And he said his base is, whoa, pink? No, no, Ajax, not pink. Pink is pretty, but my base is not pink. Well, except for the trees. We got a couple trees. Nice try, dude. And we don't have a lot of blue blocks, do we? I know there's the glazed terracotta one. And we have, of course, the blue lapis blocks. Just aren't a lot of solid blue. And I'm not talking teal, I mean real blue. Because I at one time thought the blue, you know, like maybe kind of some red, white, and blue. So once again, I'll have to really think about this. Well, if you want, let's see, where am I here? Let's see, back to Trunca. You could use a combination, so you have some texturing. Yeah. And like I was saying earlier, I think you were here, but maybe you weren't. Also, this base will be terraformed out to give it, like it's sitting on a rocky islet, so to speak. But I do want to have, you know, a little more something coming out, so the red will be incorporated. How can I do this? I can try to show this. You know, imagine this maybe 5 wide or however the width is, and kind of going up. Yeah, we'll make it 5 wide. I can't. Okay. And, you know, kind of give it a little bit of a peak but just kind of up and then down somehow. And that way it'll give it more texture on the outside. I'll probably do a lot of that off stream because I'm not real good at building on stream. And I'm gonna sleep. I am. Yep. Let's see. If we want, we can throw a box next to it and make it a reactor. We could just nuke the whole thing, right? Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Yarby says nice. Trunga, the nice thing about texturing on a lighthouse is that it can represent some weathering. Yes, that is very true. And Eric says ice, packed ice for a different blue. Yeah, although it is lighter, but it could work in. I really regret making this so big. Okay, what's Jackster doing out here still? And for those that may not know, Ajax in chat is the same as Jackster here. Same person. So plain gravel, he thinks. Well, that could work as some of the actual texturizing, yeah, I think. Yeah, there's going to have to be a lot that I work with and think about. But I think I think the red. Oh, come back here. That will definitely be one of the reds. And I think the concrete and the concrete powder will be another red. Because they don't all have to even be on the same level. They can go up however, yeah. And the red terracotta maybe as just a little calming influence. Do you want a shulker of wart then? Gosh, I'm not going to say yes or no at the moment. Because I do have 9 stacks. And I'm pretty sure, I just don't remember if I was growing any somewhere. Gotta look around. Oh goodness! But I know you have that one netherwort farm, right? That was yours, right? Not Scrubs, where you just you water it. Well, steal from me if you, yeah, like I'm gonna go in there and try to find the location and get lost in your maze again. Well, not again for me, because you were with me, thankfully, but I would have gotten lost. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of do like how that is. It gives it, I don't really want to say ominous, but it gives it a certain richness, I think. Okay, I'll leave you to your stream. Okay, thank you, Ajax. See ya later. So, folks. What do we do now? Packed ice for a different blue. Yeah. I can probably at least, if I can reach them, take out the ones I'm not going to use. That'll take some time. Because my plan is to only stream for 2 hours today, not the almost 4 like last time. Yeah, okay, let me come back over here. We shall get, what shall we get? Could incorporate some white wool still in the sides of this. Since I have a full shoulder of it. I have lots of wool. I have seven wool bays, I think, or 7 or 9, I forget. I tried the white concrete on the sides. I didn't necessarily like it. I might have to retry it. Cobblestone. No, that's more for the outside stuff. This is the wool. So we'll take, what am I doing? Plain diorite. Oh, I know what I did with some of the stuff I brought over. I put it in here. The only thing I don't like about the polished diorite, it gives you lines. Why can't it give you that flat look? Actually, hang on a sec. I did bring over, I forgot about this, another project box. I forgot. I have calcite. So maybe we can incorporate some of that too. Because we'll have the inside and there'll also be the outside. But what I'll put in here is probably nothing. Okay, there's a little more of the red nether brick. See, there's the blue glazed terracotta. Probably need a bunch more of those. We'll take a stack of those. I was not using these things, so I can take them out. Let's see. Ajax says packed ice. Oh yeah, I already read that one several times. What about a sprinkle of calcite? Yeah. See? We have the same mind. Yeah, see, I like the... Stop going down. The calcite, I think, looks really good mixed in with the diorite. Let's see. I'll continue taking that out, that out, that out, that out, that, and that. Oh. Tempting to leave that just for funds. Trying to remember where I got the calcite, probably from a geode that I have. Now I gotta go back out and get that before I lose it. I'll get up there from the outside. Picking up all the debris. Is it dark out again? No. Okay. For a second there it looked like it was dark. That, and I think Cuban was selling. You're right, I believe he is. I believe he is selling calcite. Or was it his sister? Or maybe both. Trying to remember. I know it was either... I can't remember now if it was towards the beginning of this season or if it was last season. I know when Manda I think it might have been last season. Amanda had first come back after she was gone for a long time. She and Cuban and I went out and found the stony peaks that have the calcite. Hi, dude. You just chilling? Yeah. How's the water? Oh, rude. You don't want to tell me how the water is? Fine. Let's see. Do I want to leave the scaffolding there? Let's take a quick look at this. Wool gives a little more texture even though it's recessed or still flat against the wall. Calcite is a little bit brighter. Okay, fine. You came back, huh? Same guy? Probably. No, maybe you're the same guy. Goodbye. Leave me alone. I'm busy. Trying to think. I am thinking. And not very well. I still love that. I will love that forever. And yes, now it is dark, so be the sleeper will sleep. I know in the past I have used bone block so that it would look like it used to have plaster on it. Ah, well, I have bone block in the floor. Bone block's a bit yellow. Oh, Mr. Enderman, why are you up there? Why are you down here? You can go in the nether. Go on. I dare you. Did he go in the nether or did he just teleport somewhere away? I don't know. He just teleported somewhere away. Do I have a place I can... Man, he's zipping around here, isn't he? I don't have much of a place I can battle him at, so... The turtles. And rotten space, or rotten sea base, I should say. Rotten plays too much. Yeah, but he hasn't been back in here very much, has he? Or has he? How much space do I have on me? You know, when you're not feeling something... No, he dipped out right around when I did. Yeah, I know. But I know he's been back on a couple times. You know, because we have that chat thing in Discord where we can read game chat even though you're not in game. Which is really a nice feature. I like it. Oh, there's one of the babies. Hello, little baby. Do I need to go find bone meal and grow you up so I can get a scoot? I don't really want a scoot. I don't need a scoot. Okay, right now I'm playing too much like I do when I play off stream. going a little wacky. My kelp hasn't been harvested in a long time. What would I need kelp for at this stage of the game? Probably not much of anything. My golem hostage. He kept getting in my garden. Whoops, I wasn't supposed to do that. Guess I'll pick it up. In my garden. Here's Black Dahlia. She was my Halloween kitty cat from, well, I guess it would have to have been last year. And I don't even celebrate Halloween. There's Brick. My villagers. Let's see, autofuel farm using kelp is on my list for the next season for sure. Trunga says kelp is my primary smelter fuel source. Okay. But then again, I enjoy building farms. Okay. I'm going to grab lunch. Have a fantastic stream. Thanks, Trunga. And if you haven't already, give a follow. If you think you might enjoy coming back, I'd appreciate it. I appreciate all the followers I have, every one of them. You look too healthy. Are you protecting my villagers? I don't know how. They're chained up or they're enclosed. And there's not much that spawns up here because it's lit up, so you're just wandering around. Could work on the dock. There's one of my little houses. This is the fisherman's shack. There's Crackers Jr. Because Crackers Senior is a feather in a item frame now. Yeah, that happened. Not sure how that happened. I don't remember. You enjoying that window? Yeah, okay. The other thing I need to finish up there is my church. Hi, Nope. I see you up there. Okay, what am I doing? I don't know. Maybe I should go mining, just because. I have 2 bee farms. This is the other one. This one is not populated as much. Oh, what I need is glass. That's what it was I wanted to do as well. I need to go buy some glass. So I think I'll be headed to Polly's glass shop. How much glass do I need? Let me take an empty shulker. I think I got empty shulkers. Because I need to make a ton of bottles. But then again... Let me go back here. Ajax says, I've lately been switching over to bamboo slabs for fuel. You know what I like to use for fuel? Lava. Because 1 bucket of lava burns 100 items. Kelp blocks are somewhere less than that. I couldn't tell you what bamboo slabs does. I've never used them. Ever since the autocrafter. Okay. I still have not used the autocrafter myself. Nope, is that more efficient than kelp when it comes to farm size over output? You guys are going to have to talk that one out because that involves farms, which I don't know anything about. What was I looking for? Box. Empty box. Those aren't empty boxes. That empty just means the chests are empty. Okay, I know what I need to do to get a shulker. Where are my shulkers? In here? No. in here. No, oh, I do have netherite scrap, so I could make, yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. How many diamonds do I have? I have lots of diamonds. Diamond ore. So the question is, do I want to make bottles for glass? Because bottles, one, you can drink them as food, or you can make honey blocks. But personally, I don't use honey. Well, I don't use a lot of things. I'll just put it that way. I don't use honey blocks for anything other than decoration, which you might have seen over by that honey farm over on that side of the island. I made it look like honey dripping, and the same with at the bee shop, at the honey shop. I was looking for empty shulkers. What did I do with them? That's gear. It's not gear. Shovels, no. Essentials. You know, before we stopped playing on here and had our downtime, I had gone through and made this. I mean, I've put it in writing for myself and everything. Yeah, bees like that. And put together a whole thing so that I'm consistent maybe in all my worlds, so anyone who continuously follows me from one world to another world will probably see me start putting things in the same places, like in my ender chest. First slot is always my good stuff, the diamonds, you know, and I make sure there's stuff in there, even if I have some of it in my base. The second slot is gear, which generally is, I don't know why there's carved, well, carved pumpkin, yes, because that's what you use in the end. And my backup gear that I carry with me, well, those are in there because they have the swift sneak on them. Those came out of those mystery boxes, those things up there that I'm retaining one of. And the leather boots for when I'm out exploring and go over snow. Of course, I have my rocket box. And what I did was I went through and I set all these up, and the contents in them are going to remain pretty consistent as well. That one stands for gear in process. Right now there isn't anything in that, obviously. Specific enchanted books, and a lot of that is for, like, if I'm out somewhere and I decide, well, I want to base somewhere else, I'll have certain things with me. And spruce logs, it could be any logs. It's just these happen to be spruce. That way I've got wood on me at all time. I have some building stones, blocks on me at all times. I have a miscellaneous thing, which is kind of just where I kept all my trims and stuff for now. And tools. And then some of these things are kind of in similar spots. I got a brush, extra rockets, and tools that I stop and take out now and then. Somebody eating. Why did I hear someone eating? Is Nope still over here? Let's see. Let's go back to chat here a little bit. Nope says, I did make an AFK lava farm quite recently, kind of a chore to design and use. I suppose you've incorporated redstone to set that up. I just keep it simple. I manually pick up the lava from the buckets and pour it into well, keep them in the, well, yeah, it depends on my use. If I'm making obsidian, I just pour it into the channel. But if I'm keeping lava for, like, oh, there's Nope hiding back there. Hi, Nope. There's where I put all my lava buckets. It just feeds the smelter, and then I just put anything over 100 goes there. Anything less than 100 goes here, and then in here, there's nothing in here at the moment. Is like little, that doesn't even belong in there, really. I mean, well, it's getting smelted, I guess, but I'll put coal there, or I'll disenchant gear from when I do my fishing stints and stuffs. What are you doing, Nope? You just hanging out? You kind of lost too? You don't know what you're doing? Leroy! Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Oh, gosh. Mods, give some shout outs, please, for me. Might be a little bit late for some of them, but Leroy is definitely one. Let's see, let me scroll back here and see who's been here that I know streams. I don't know if Trunga streams or not. I don't know. But Eric streams. Wookie was streaming. I don't know if he's real active with streaming right now, but hopefully he returns soon. Who else? Anyone else been here today? Is Aaron Glow's stream? I'm trying to remember. I think they did like on Slackville for the stream weekend, but do they stream regularly? My brain. Mike streams, Mike the Maniac. Of course, Mickey streams. So if I can get shout outs, and there's a cooldown in between them for those that haven't been real busy with modding in recent times. Pokey Jalapeno, Phoenix Awakened. Wait, who raided? Oh, I didn't realize Leroy raided. Well, welcome in, raiders. How was your stream, Leroy? Were you live? I didn't know you were live. No, Minx Nevada did. Oh, gosh. I gotta learn how to read this stuff, too. Minx is raiding. Thank you, Minx. So Minx gets a shout out. Yeah, I'm sorry, Minx. Yeah, reading this stuff. Hello, Matt. Gosh, I cannot talk. Let me recompose myself. Hello, all the people. And welcome in, raiders. Thank you for the raid, Minx. Welcome in, everybody that came in her raid. I do appreciate it. Pokey and Mel and Wolfen. Wolfen is, oh my gosh, all you people, there's too many streamers. Wolfen streams. I think Pokey streams too, right? Heck, at this point, just pretty much give everybody a shout out in the stream. Oh, goodness gracious. Pokey doesn't stream, you don't? I thought you did. Didn't I see you was streaming once? No? You just lurk. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know all of you because I lurk too. Yeah. Anyway, I haven't accomplished much. I'm on Sakura's Mystery today. And what we were doing earlier, I'll say we because one of my server mates, Nope, is here and he's kind of poking around, and I made him a mod for today too. My lighthouse is way over there, my nuclear reactor looking lighthouse, and I was trying to decide which red block to use as the stripes on it, and I guess we can't see them from here. Maybe I'll just fly over there. Why not? Seriously. Anyway, there's some of the stripes. We were trying to decide which ones that I should use, because B is a very indecisive bee. Very, very indecisive. But I think we kind of narrowed it down by my elimination process, that it will consist of at least some red nether brick, some concrete, red concrete. It will also incorporate some red concrete powder. Oh, it's becoming daylight. Yay. And some red terracotta. So how I decide to incorporate all that through here is a good question. For those who don't know Sakura's Mystery, this is season 3. It is the community server of TNC Cuban. We are trying to finish up many of our builds because can't talk today. We will be going into season 4, probably the first of the year. I don't think it'll be sooner, but you never know. And yeah. Currently, how many of us are, well, the server was down for several months. So everybody kind of got involved with a lot of other stuff, including myself. And it's only been back up for 2 weeks, maybe 3, a little over 2. So I'm kind of reacclimating even to what I have here. And the lighthouse is probably my primary objective to get done. But I will probably do a lot of it off stream, but I needed help in the decision-making process, because that's kind of what I do. And I was on my way before I got distracted. Let's see, let me kind of go back here to some of this chat, since I'm missing a lot of it. It kind of took me by surprise here. Let's see, B. It's Minx, Ray, keep going. Yes, glow stick streams from time to time. Okay. Minx, make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, it's got a 1 minute. It's got a minute on the cooldown. Yeah, I think sometimes it's even a 5-minute cooldown. No worries. Words out of face, not so easy. This is true. And again, my I still don't have my notification alerts working. I honestly haven't spent time on that. I'm just trying to maintain myself here in the streaming world. Talking is overrated anyways. Might have a point there. I've had the thought of just doing a stream and not talk at all, and you guys could just have fun in the chat on your own. It's been a thing. It's been a thought process, especially on days like today, where I overslept by about 3 hours, so my brain's kind of anyhow. Let's see. Words are hard. Pokey, no, I don't stream. Just partake in streams, but don't stream. Okay. And Phoenix says, I do have to run an errand because my daughter rules this household. Gee, none of us with kids understand how that goes, do we? But I love that lighthouse. Me and my mom loved driving the coast finding them. Yeah. West Coast or East Coast, though? Anyways, have a wonderful stream and evening. Thank you, Phoenix. Be safe out there. And Leroy says, love lighthouse builds. Shape looks great. West Coast. Yes, I'm on the West Coast, and I'm originally from Oregon. And my grandparents lived very close when they were still living to Newport, Oregon, which has the Yoquina Lighthouse. So that was, yeah. Grandpa and I used to love, he liked to make jewelry out of agates. So he would tumble them, and we would go agate hunting on the beaches. In fact, where he lived at the time, he and my grandmother, was just north of Newport in a small burg, I guess you could call it. It doesn't really exist now, called Agate Beach. And I did find their house on Google Maps, but it looks so different, and the property that they had is now just small lots. Oh, that was my other question. Was I buying glass because I wanted to make bottles and have more honey blocks? Or do I want shears, which I can trade my own? I think I have a... Let me think. Oh gosh. I hate this. Let me think. Yes, I do have one shepherd. And does he trade shears? I believe he does. Well, I'll get some glass. Polly needs some sales, right? Where is Polly? Where's my Polly? Polly's almost always here. He must have some work he's got to do. No! Disconnected. Okay, well, here's the thing. This has happened a few times. We will see if we can get right back in. Let's see, where am I? I'm in servers, yes. Sakura. If we can't get in, then it's been almost an hour and a half on this. Then we will go to my solo world because I can show off some of the things I've done there. But yep, we got right back in, so we're good. We're good. Okay, what am I buying? Does he have plain glass over here? Polly. Oh, in front of my eyeballs. Oh, he sells it by the shoulder? How much? There's nothing in here telling me how much. Oh, no, that's 3 stacks per diamond. So there's 27, so that's a block, so 9 diamonds. Okay, that's not a problem. I can do that. And if I have more glass than I'll ever use, that's fine too. I have plenty of diamonds. My wood shop, I don't know if I should say anything to anybody. My wood shop has been very profitable, but then it's also been a lot of grinding, which I don't mind. I kind of like the grindy side of Minecraft. You know, all you guys with your farms and your fancy stuffs, you could keep all that. I'll do the grindy stuff. I'll come in, I'll go mining, I'll dig out big holes for you. Well, I don't know if I'll build houses for you. I'm not that great at coming up with ideas, at least not in my mind. Well, what was I doing? I was taking 1 full shulker box. I hope that's the right price, because there's 27 stacks in a shulker box, and he said 3 stacks, so 27 divided by 9. No, 27 divided by 3 is 9, and there's 9. Is that right? Yeah, per diamond. Okay, yeah. Okay, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. Nope says should be back in a minute. It's been opening and closing randomly lately. Yeah, I know. I was on the other night when it did that too, or the other day. Rockets. See, we have a shulker farm here. Who has it? Ajax had it. Ajax and Nope? Yeah, Nope, because Nope has the big giant... Where'd it go? I know it's here someplace. Has the big giant shulker over there where he sells the stuffs. Come on. Why am I having troubles? I want to go up, and I know Cuban's not here at the moment, but I honestly don't think, hopefully, don't think he would mind me flying around his big balloon, or whatever you call this thing. Okay, let's see if I can do this in a way where it actually gives an idea of how it looks. That's Sakura. It's a pirate ship with the big balloon on top. Rotten had a big one over there. See, Rotten could come in. Rotten could, we could join chat, voice chat, and he could give me a tour of his base. I would love a tour of Rotten's base. His stuff is just phenomenal. Guy has a very retentive, awesome brain. And you know what? Since I'm over here at Spawn, I'm going to go in and feed my doggy. I always like to feed my doggy when I'm nearby. Hi, pup. Pup has no name. There you go. Good puppy. Keeping tabs on things. Ah. Ice has a burrow. Well, donkey. Is that Don Quixote? And a chicken. Okay. I have no idea what Ice has in here. This is Ice's spawn house. Ice has let's see. My base is the island that way. Ice is in the other corner somewhere over there in just the slightest sliver of a bit of an ice biome or snowy biome where there is ice. Oh, I know. I go check my mail. I'm over here at the community hall, community center. Season's coming to a close. You can just take a box full of shells. I don't need a box full of shells. I have plenty of shells, but thank you. Rotten's 3 bases would be over an hour tour. ATP? What's ATP? There's some acronyms I don't know. Abbreviations I don't know. Yeah. Where's my, no, come on, oh, went right past it. Nope, I don't have any mail. That's one of the things I want to learn how to do on one of the other servers I'm on, is how to make this little thing light up. I know there's redstone involved, but it can't be very difficult. I'm not going to break it and find out. Yeah, oh, I guess I should probably get some more rockets out, shouldn't I? Okay, where's the ender chest? Right here. Yep. Oh. Yeah, that's a thing. Not just in this world. Really? Trying to sneak up on me? Go away. You're not wanted here. Guess we got dark spots. Oh, we really have dark spots. All right. We'll go away from the build so that we aren't faced with any any creepers anywhere. Got the Enderman. Sure, we'll pick it all up. Pick up my debris. pick up my trash. Just because I can. I have plenty of diamonds. I have no idea what Raccoon's been doing this season. Leroy says, Lurk, dinner, steak and broccoli. You have some for me? I'd like some. That sounds yummy. That reminds me I should make some lodestone and cupcakes? No, I'm sure that's not what you mean. For people to use. Okay, what's the other word there? I'm not figuring that one. Compasses. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, lodestone and compasses. Yeah, I know we're kind of at the season end, and everybody has so much stuff. I believe. It's got cookies. How many parrots can I feed cookies to? Shh! Don't tell anyone I said that. He's got kelp blocks. A little bit of bread. I wonder what Raccoon's up to these days. I don't hear too much from him. Oh. Wonder if the shulker's free then from that glass. Polly, where are you, Polly? Why aren't you here, Polly? Can I buy pumpkin pie? How much? 1 diamond per stack. Sure, why not? We have a celebration. Pumpkin pie. I mean, we're coming up on Halloween and all that stuff. And Thanksgiving. Just 1 diamond for the whole stack? Oh, what am I doing with the block? That seems pretty cheap. Hang on a second, what did he say? Nope is in voice chat. Could go into voice chat with him. Oh, goodness gracious, we have another one that needs to be banned. Isn't that about the same name as last time? And hi, Scrub Lord. How you doing tonight? What you looking to buy, B? Well, it's end of season pretty much, so this is Raccoon's little store, if you weren't aware. Excuse me. So I have a lot of diamonds, so I was just kind of being helpful. I don't know what he has for diamonds. I don't know how often. What are all those creepers over there for? Because it's dark. No, we're not gonna ban Scrub. We're banning that the ones that want me to buy cheap viewers. It's like, you know, why would anyone degrade themselves enough to buy cheap viewers? I mean, seriously. So let's see. Oops, what am I doing here? Hang on 1 second. I know I made Nopa. Let's see, Raccoon's been a busy man. Seems his job swallowed up all his time. No mobs, no nothing. I miss the primarily Mushroom Island. Oh, from first season. You know, I have that downloaded. I could one of these days tour through that too. Let's see. We will get rid of these guys somehow. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, I close this. That wasn't where I get rid of them. And dragging my tail is back. Let's see. We'll get rid of waning roustabout. There, that should be done. I think I got that. And I'm sorry if my voice trailed off there. I was looking at my laptop. Getting rid of the cheap viewers. The nerve. I never eat bread. Who do you give bread to besides villagers? Dried kelp. Baked potatoes. Does he have baked potatoes? He does. Sometimes that wandering trader takes, how much? 1 diamond. Okay, that's kind of all. Well, the one thing I do know is when Cuban before Cuban takes the world down, he needs to let us know. And I posted about this in chat one day. Let me do that. That he needs to let us know so that we can remove... Who did that? The nerve. The nerve. You're burning, babe. So rude. Interrupted my thought processes and my speaking abilities. It did. Nerdy dude. To clear out the ender chest so that when we or anyone else might download the seed that might want to play on anything that we've put in place, they can have what's in the ender. Well, we'll put it somewhere in our bases, I'm sure, but it'll be so that others can access it, or if we want to go back and play the worlds ourselves. I don't know if we ever do. Does anybody do that? I look at them every once in a while, but I haven't done anything additional to them. Let's see if there's been any sales in my honey shop. Nope. Oh, I didn't even look in my wood shop while I was here. I need to remember to hydrate. What time is it? What time did I start? 4:30 my time, so it's almost 6:30, so it's almost the 2 hours. And as my title suggested, will I accomplish anything? You tell me. Did I? I don't think so. Other than at least narrowing down the color choices. I think the actual block choices. And I did have some good suggestions. They were very good. They were very good. See, I'm going to tour Polly's base too, but I don't want to do it without Polly. And nope, is there enough stuff at your base for a tour? How long would that take? Let's see. How far behind? Scrub cheap viewer. You're not a cheap viewer. Let's see. Nope has it downloaded. Hey Nope, hey Dragon, hey Scrub. He said he would give us a final download. Yeah, but we need advance warning before he gives us a final so that we can have everything out of our ender chest, because if we don't, we lose it. The dragon says, rude drown. Yep, he was. Nope. I think an announcement a week or so before the server closed, letting people know to store their goodies before it goes down. Yes, absolutely. Yep. I sometimes tour the worlds. Yeah. Not yet. B went back to my base, but we'll pick up on Manda later. Okay. I just put all my suggestions in the season 4 chats. Okay. I've got so little, it would be a 15-minute-ish excursion. Well, if you're up to it, what do I have? I got about 15 minutes, if you want. From where I'm at now, here in the shopping district, your base is straight ahead, right? We could do that. Okay, you want me to come into the Discord chat? So we did that last time, and I think it worked out pretty well. Oops, I don't need to do that. It's on my laptop. At least I think, let's see. Did I do it from my laptop last time, or did I do it from here? I remember last time people couldn't hear Ajax. I'm going to do it from here. We shall see how it goes. You know, again, tech stuff. Oops, where am I here? Let's see. I'm okay, I'm there. Sakura voice chat. Unmuted. Okay, can Nope hear me? I can hear you. And I don't know if chat can because I don't have Discord. No, I don't believe they can because I don't have a source for the Discord in OBS. So, okay.
It's probably desktop audio.
What did I do that for? Oh, God, I'm such a dingling. I think I did that with...
Apparently they can barely hear me.
Okay.
Which means, I don't know if that means you have your desktop.
Okay, well, hang...
turned all the way down.
Okay, let me look. Let me look at a couple things. I can... Oops.
I cannot hear me.
Okay, I have your volume on the Discord all the way up.
Yeah, I imagine it'd be a slider in OBS.
Yeah, but I don't have Discord linked to OBS.
It should just
Oh,
be
the desktop audio. You think that just raising that? Because I've had, I got to remember where the setting is. I may have to change it. I've had audio issues with changing the desktop audio, where I've had like, what am I trying to say? Where it's kind of like my voice drops out.
So it's a balancing issue.
Yeah.
You'll probably have to set up whenever you stream. You'll probably have to set up a separate input slider for your voice,
Okay,
for the game, and for any background you have.
Gosh, so much to learn. I need somebody that I can actually talk with that really knows this stuff, that I can then do it with.
Better off.
Yeah, my son tried to help me,
off.
but he hasn't really had experience with this either.
You choose.
But I can't fly. Gosh. There. Okay, we're headed to your base, I guess.
We can,
I'll try to.
hop in the, I've done. Yeah,
I'll try to translate
three
some.
Three things in the server. One being the Nether hub digging, the second being the perimeter digging, and the third being the Guardian farm.
Okay, so what do you have up at your Oh, I was headed to your sand base, your desert base. Is that not where I should be going?
We can start there.
Okay. Okay, come on, world, load.
Start there. Take a peek at the unfinished Nether hub, then the Guardian farm.
Ooh, it's not loading very fast, is it? Oof.
No.
There we go.
Unfortunately, the server is currently run on a potato.
Yes, I know.
He says he's in the process of upgrading
He
it. Well, I have
is.
faith.
He
I
is.
have faith.
He is... Am I still going in the right direction? Oh, there was a
You
portal
have
in the trees right there.
too
Who's
far on the X.
too far
That's
on?
Duke's base. Yeah.
So I need to go right, left, right. I don't know where I'm going. I'm directionally
You're aiming for 600, negative 600.
Okay, so 600, negative 600.
Yes.
Are you sure I'm headed the right direction?
You are now. You are currently flying. Like you just flew by.
Well, there's ice. I'm completely in the wrong direction, aren't I? This is ice's base.
Oh, yeah, no, you're heading to 600, 600, not 600, negative 600. I was wondering why you flew over Raz's base. You headed in the wrong
Oh,
direction.
goodness gracious. 600. Oops, okay. Yeah. Smack. Oh, gosh. Get my bearings. Because I was headed 600 negative. Okay, so I do need to go that way. I'm going to have to get more rockets out.
Yeah,
Gosh.
This is a weird season. I spent most of my time digging, prepping for projects,
Mm-hmm.
and never actually got to start any of them because of the corruption. Because I stopped playing.
Okay,
So
I'm back.
I set up all my items. I got all my stuff. I made the Guardian farm, and I started digging. And then during my dig, I quit playing. So I
Yeah.
really only have two big holes, one in the nether, one in the overworld, and my very pretty Guardian farm.
But you had nothing at your desert base to speak of?
I've got my desert house, and I've got the mob farm.
Let's see, you said 600, negative 7. There's desert. There's your beacon. Okay, there's something. It's a mob something. That's your mob farm, right? Oh, wait, hang on a second. What am I looking
You're
at?
the shulker farm.
The shulker farm, yes. And it's getting dark. It's getting dark. You have a bed around here somewhere? If not, I guess I do have one on me. Okay. So this is... I'm sorry.
This is the Overworld Shulker Farm.
Overworld Shulker Farm.
I believe it's just the basic. They attack themselves, they kill themselves, they duplicate. It gets collected. I believe this is made by Prowl.
Okay, this is maybe Prowl's.
This is one of Prowl's
designs. Okay. Okay.
Nothing.
Yeah. But the water collection is pretty much the same as the standard mob farm, right? So it's just what's up high is the actual.
All that matters is the little nodes of shulkers that
they
shoot out to attack each other, and they hit each other because they're right next to each other and they die.
Yeah.
And then they duplicate because they hit each other.
Yeah, that's different from silence. And don't ask me to explain silence because, but I know it uses snowmen or snowballs or something along those lines.
Oh, does he use the method where the golem aggravates the shulker?
Is there a golem?
Itself, duplicating it?
I don't think there's a golem. It's just
no.
Well, yeah, snow golem. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
This is my humble abode.
Okay.
It's a re-interior desert temple. Not much to note in here. It's a mess.
Okay. So
Nope's. Heck of a mess.
Nope's humble abode.
This is from back when I played without a care for having a home.
Uh-huh.
I play much differently now, and I'm
Yeah.
glad to say that
Yeah.
because
Well,
this is
my
this is hectic.
cave base technically is not a home. It was kind of just a cave that I took over
I mean,
as a safe place and turned into my storage area. And on this world, this season, I was not going to be a hoarder. So that's why I don't have all that much stuff other than wood and stuff for the shops that I have. The pumpkin farm. Okay, okay.
yeah, early pumpkin farm, and then if you pop
Big
up over
one.
here,
Pop up.
you have remnants of when I made the shelter farm, because there are
Where'd
still
you?
live
Oh,
shelters on the ground
whoa,
over here.
whoa, whoa! I don't know where you popped off to, but I'm over a massive hole in the ground.
The crevasse, the unfinished dig.
Yeah, I don't get out very much. I'm crouching. I know I got wings. Um, yeah.
This is the project that drove me insane to the point where I stopped playing Minecraft.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because I gave myself the very, very unrealistic goal of a chunk a day,
Yeah.
and as you can see, I did a chunk a day
Oh, hi.
for
Hey, hang on a
35
sec.
days.
Hi again, Mickey. And she was saying, let's see, and Z Twitch says hi. And Snowbeans says hi. Hello, Snowbeans. And Z. And hi again, Mickey. Yeah, I'm getting close to ending here. I'll probably go a little bit overtime, but not much. 10 minutes or so
Yeah.
left, so. Oh,
This is the project that killed my
yeah.
interest because my unrealistic goal of a chunk a day, which I kept up for 35 days, as you can see. So I dug out 35 whole chunks, one a day for a
Gosh.
month or so,
I can't imagine.
and that absolutely wrecked my will to play the game.
I mean,
And yes, I very sincerely regret not wither mining.
and you did this on
If
your
I were to
own?
do
You
it
didn't
again,
have anyone come over and assist you?
yes, I had for a couple days there, like there's a day or two I missed a chunk
Yeah.
because I was busy and I had either Rotten or Raz help me.
Uh-huh.
But besides that, it was primarily me. I had Kenny, I had Rotten help me do this upper flattening part
Okay.
all the way down to Y63. That's what he helped me with.
Oh,
And
goodness.
every lowered part here, every part you see on this side was all water, and everything you see on the other corner was all sandstone. That's why it's lower.
And I thought my
This
lighthouse was a big project.
yeah, and
Goodness gracious.
this drove me to quit. And then if you fly up here,
Fly up where? To
this
that
is
thing up in the sky?
up to the mob farm. Yeah,
Gosh.
there's a little.
What
place you
what
go
is my problem that I can't fly anymore? It's like I'm forgetting how to fly.
You're pressing you're not double jumping, and you're pressing the wrong button. So you're pressing.
Why am I doing that?
Left.
I was doing
I don't know.
fine before.
This is the mob farm that made the server crash day in and day out.
Oh, is
for a
this
couple
landable
months
up
to the
here?
point- Yes, you can land on that.
Okay.
This is the mob farm. I designed it, and you can tell because it's bad. And
Wrong
this
button.
caused
No,
the
wrong
server
button
to
still.
crash incrementally because it was so laggy, to the point where for a couple days it was deleted from the server in creative and then placed back in using some cheaty methods after it was moved away from everybody, so it would stop lagging out the server.
Yeah. I kind of vaguely recall some of
it's-
that stuff
yeah.
going on back at
It
the time.
It is over the perimeter because the perimeter was the one place in the server
Uh-huh.
that had nothing going on, so it would not lag out the server.
I can't even begin to say I understand anything about this. I won't.
Yeah, it's just
But it lagged
for Ajax,
everything.
It's just built-in scaffolding, water sweeping with trident killing, and leaf-based light blocking for surface spawning.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Those were 2 out of the 3 big projects. If we want to pop into the Nether and then pop
Okay.
over to the Guardian,
Where do I go to?
that's it.
Where is there a Nether here? And it's
Down
safe
in the desert temple.
without. I almost forgot to activate my wings. That would not have been pretty.
I am quite looking forward to next season because I will actually. I spent a couple months relearning how to play the game, and holy moly, I'm hoping for a much better season.
Okay. Slam the door in my face, you know? Okay, where's your portal? And I don't need gold at the moment. We're in a safe place.
We should be directly in the hub.
Okay. Yeah, Ajax and I went into the hub last week, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. And I commented, it's like, we never got anything done in here.
No, we dug it out, and after we dug it out, it served its purpose, and no one decorated it. I had a plan. I had a whole build scheduled out.
Yeah.
But it never ever ended up getting put in survival, because once people learned it would require we dig the whole thing down another 10 blocks, everyone said, heck no.
Oh, I don't recall that. I don't think I was asked. But that might have been when things were going on, so
yeah, it was very short.
I was staying
done.
Out of it completely.
If we fly over to
fly
over
Where'd he go?
over here, there is it's the portal next to yours.
Next to mine. Mine's over there.
Yeah.
I know he flew over here.
Yours.
Oh, there you are. Okay. I did fly partway, just not quite in the right direction. That's normal for me.
We will at one of the kiddos who played on here will pop up at his base, and we can take a quick jump. A quick jump.
A quick jump
to the Guardian farm. Yeah. It's right there. You can see it.
Ah, yeah. I can fly.
As you fly over, you will notice that it is a victim of the world corruption.
Yes.
As all the chunks around it are a little bugged.
Let me go up in the sky, because this is so pretty from up high. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is. It's one of my favorite builds I've made in survival.
Yeah. It looks yellow when you look at it through a cloud. See, is there safe
you stand on top.
Oh, it is glass. Okay.
You turn on the spawning. You can turn on and off the spawning, and then you can either try to kill them or send them to the Nether, and you never have to go down, and it's all controlled by levers.
I think we were over here once together. I think you showed it to me once. Okay, so here's the turny oni spot. Okay.
Unfortunately, it's a tad broken.
Yeah.
Because of the copying and placing of the world a couple times. All the tridents got sent to heck knows where.
I can put a bed down and sleep.
Yes. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of it, because I use a Fulbright resource pack.
I don't know what that is.
But if you pop over here.
Keeping track of people. Popping through what hole? He says there's a hole here somewhere. I don't know where the hole was. Oh.
Pop through right in here.
Where is he? That's safe. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh my. Oh my, but looking up and seeing the ceiling too. Oh, I just love this nook. It is just so gorgeous. It's a lot of nice work. But anyway, yeah, the redstone.
I don't know if you have much care for it, but it's got a full control panel. and it utilizes all. Usually, most farms only use. They usually use up to 24 at the most. Since I dug this and drained it entirely, I get to use all 25, which means that I get that nice 2% more efficiency,
Huh.
which is wonderful.
Well, again, this is all stuff that still, after all these years, I don't understand. I'm sure there are people who might be watching who will understand it, and I'm sorry I'm neglecting chat at the moment. Let's see what's been said.
Ajax will get it.
Yes,
I spent
yeah,
a whole
he's about
week
the only
or
one at the
so
moment
to get it
commenting.
working to
Let's
get
see,
a 2%
whether-
efficiency
I
increase.
remember the lag.
That
This
is
season
the,
it wasn't me, 2%, but it is a good design. Yeah.
crazy redstone.
Gosh.
Unfortunately, they changed a little bit about how spawning works, and some of the blocks I used in the decoration that would be above it, that would still allow surface spawns to count, no longer allow surface spawns to count. So the rates got a little bit altered, so it only runs at about 40% capacity right now.
Okay.
That is more than enough
Okay.
for this season.
Yeah.
Next season I'll make a new and I give up.
Thanks. Okay. So how does one exit out of here? And then where do we go?
Over here.
Over which
This way.
side?
You go through this hall.
The same.
Right
The
there.
same.
Go. Just go.
Okay. Oh, you have to
Swim
swim
up
up.
this way.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't make that hole. Someone else did.
Mm.
I think someone got stuck in there. In my defense, it was never made to be opened, so
Yeah. Okay.
whoever was snooping
But
around in there got stuck.
The whole decorative aspect of that is just crazy beautiful.
Yeah.
I just really
Never
like it.
again.
And those of you guys who know the redstone and understand all of that for Guardian Farm, I'm sure you can appreciate. I've just never
There's
done
a-
one. I don't know that kind of stuff.
I will give my fair warning to anyone who builds. Do not build it as a rotating geometric pattern. There's a reason why it's built. Because we had an incident where I made it, I built it, and the first thing someone ever commented to me was, "Hey, that's a little suspicious." I
Oh,
was like,
yes,
"Goodness
yes,
gracious."
I remember. That was me, as a matter of
Oh, it
fact.
was you.
It was.
Well, yeah,
It
you
was,
were
and
on
I'm
your
sorry,
record,
but
so
that is what it looked like to
you,
me.
Yeah, my mind never went there.
Yeah,
and
I
never
know.
even
I get it.
considered
I get it.
And then you brought it up, and then it's like,
It-
oh, my
it-
build is cursed forever.
It was kind of a few heated words by a couple were exchanged. That's just how it is. But, I flew over it. That was my first view of it. So that was what I saw. Can't help it. Okay, you have one other place? Or was that it?
I believe. I believe that is it.
Okay.
There's probably a couple more things I
Okay.
helped with that aren't really worth looking.
Okay, then I'm going to fly back to my base since I'm so close to it, and that's where I will end stream. And I'll have to see who's still live out there. I know there were several that had started just moments before I did, or a few minutes, half hour even before I did. But I'd been planning on Thursday all week because this is actually a best time for my daughter with her schedule. So, yeah. And then, of course, I will still be streaming tomorrow afternoon at my usual thereabouts time. And did everybody get the shout outs? I don't know if all the shout outs were completed or not.
I think I sent
I apologize if they didn't. There was a whole handful. Snowbeans is a streamer, if he's still here.
Phoenix, Nevada, and
Minx,
Leroy.
Minx and Leroy. Yeah, there were a bunch of people here before that. I'm in so many of the streamer chats that it can be kind of hard to keep up. And Mickey, even though I didn't chat much, I was able to be here. I think Nope got most of the shout outs. You probably missed a few. And we'll hopefully catch up to maybe some of those next week. Let's see, who can we give one out while we're at it? I'm gonna give one to Motown. Mickey, I don't think she got one. Nope, it says unrecognized command. I guess I can't do that from there. Okay. At least not that way. Is it S/O? Motown Mickey? Yeah, that did it. Did it? Maybe not. It's not showing that it actually did the shout out. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing, so I guess someone else can maybe try it. So let's see, today, what do we have today? Of course, we've got Nope. He's my server mate, as you all know. He followed me today. And we had Mike Domaniac rated me. And Trunga followed. Oh, there's the shout out. It finally went. And Aaron Glows followed. I'm going to scroll this up. And Minx rated. Minx, Nevada. And Phoenix followed me. So the follows and... what am I trying to say? Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate all of you for the follows, for the raids, for just showing up and chatting. Everyone who did that. And with that, who do we have to raid out there? Who's live? I'm going to put this on the... I'm going to